My feelings for you were endless and restless. I wanna bring you into my world, to discover the sweetest thing in my heart. Cause ever since I met you, baby, I just wanna hold your hands, baby, all night, all the night. Won't you let me be your man, baby, for life, all the life. I just wanna hold your hands, baby, all night, all the night. Won't you let me be your man, baby, for life, all the life. You erupted in my life like a volcano. And ever since we made a one, we are one. When our bodies are one, just like in a tropical storm, baby, yeah. I just wanna hold your hands, baby, all night, all the night. Won't you let me be your man, baby, for life, for the night.
Mic check. Yeah. Welcome to Club Shada, episode 134. Damn. 134 episodes. I got tired of the blue glasses. I just took one of my hundreds of pairs that I got tired of, and I was like, let me just put something different. And I'm tired, so I went black. It changes. I gotta buy me some glasses. I hope everybody's feeling good. I hope everybody's in good feelings. I hope you had a great beginning of the week, because it is I would say it's Tuesday, it's Thursday morning or Wednesday night. And some people would say it's Tuesday night. I don't know. For me, the day changes when I sleep and I wake up. So for me, technically, it's Wednesday night. But understand, it's midnight and 41 here in Portugal, Lisbon. Put in the chat the flag or the name of the city where you are watching us from, and what time it is out there, and how you feeling. You know, you feel good, put a rainbow. You feel sunny, put a sun. You feel put some rain or some clouds. And if you're in video mode, put the shit emoji. As for me, I'm doing great. Just tired. And happy to be here, as always. The song that you heard at the intro is Hold Your Hands, that came out last Friday. And tomorrow I have no single coming out. It's not because of me. I left that week slot for an artist that I was supposed to do a track with. But, kids, life, I never had the time to record anything. Plus, ever since Jacob went away to another realm, I just did painting. Painting was the thing to soothe my soul. I didn't turn on the microphone to record anything yet, but I'm getting back to it. I'm gonna start looking at listening to my album, seeing what is needed to do, what is missing, the songs that I need some featurings. I might even make you listen to a sneak peek of this 50 song crazy album. A lot of songs came out since a lot of the songs of the album are songs that are gonna be part of the songs that came out every week since the last 2 years. But I have a lot of songs that are also unknown to people. And what is very interesting that I learned about the music industry and about music in general is that some songs people know because they come out every week, and some people only appear when there's a new album, and some people appear only when you're on radio, on TV. So you have to understand your different crowds and how they work, the internet crowd, the CD crowd, etc. So the show is brought to you by shadaware.com, where you can get some nice stuff, and by the gods of good fortune. And of course, I want to acknowledge all the new subscribers of this channel. With our news, I didn't even check how many subscribers I have. Kevin Yahuma, Reornx TT, all right, Celcio, Jess, TT, Aisha, Mad, etc. Welcome to the Shada gang. Make yourself at home. Don't forget to remove your shoes at the door, because here we bite. I want to acknowledge our stream royalty, none other than the amazing Master Electronic, who stood for his throne with $95 donation. Thank you so much for your donation. And also this is, I think, the last 25 sponsors. So you get in this list if you do a donation. You are one of the last 25. So in the aftermath of the bidding war of last week, or the beginning of this week, Sunday, yeah. I guess it's only Master Electronic and Mike here. But you want your name to appear here, you can donate anything and support the show. You can support the show with 99 cents, $2, $10, up to $500. Up to you, up to your wallet. I don't know if I'm drinking now. Yeah. I'll kick my teeth. Ow. DJ Meji, the icon. What up, brother? Welcome to Club Shada for the first time. Happy to have you here. Enjoy. Mr. Master Electronic, le plus pauvre Congolais de la Suède, le plus riche aussi. Welcome to this episode. How are you, brother? I hope you're good. MG Wemoto. What up, brother? I hope you are feeling great. So you see, the problem with the black glasses is that, like, I don't see like usual. I'm used to see everything in blue. And even when I read, it's like, it's dark. Look how dark it is. It's just dark as fuck. But anyway, I've been used to this all my life. When I was a kid, when I was young, and I was walking the streets of Paris, I remember 14, 15, I already had dark glasses. It's something that was always part of my thing. Eyes are the entrance to the soul. I always wanted to protect my eyes. And so yeah, sometimes at night, I remember in the streets of Paris, and where we in a party or something, sometimes I would not see anything, because you go to places that are dark sometimes, and because I was afraid to bump on somebody or bump on some gangsters and give them any excuse to kick me, sometimes I would just not move the whole night, stay in the same place, dance in the same place, talk to people in the same place, and people are like, yeah, what is this guy thinking he is? I was just not seeing anything. Radar. What up, Le Cyprien? Everybody, yeah. Just like Le Cyprien said before Nadia comes. Give me those likes. Turn off the chat and click on the licky likes, please. Mr. Irvin, what up, brother? How are you? What's good out there What's good out there in South Africa? Jet 7 Prod. Boa noite, bro. Tudo bem? Jujuzinha. Hello. How are you? Oh. Who's talking to you about 140 episodes? It's 134. Mon cher. Vraiment, le counting là, c'est pas ça. Hein? 134. Another 6 episodes before we reach 140. But hey, l'intention y est. Thank you, brother. I hope you're good. I hope you are happy to have returned from the south of France. Look at this guy. Nous, on est ici, on souffre. On n'a pas de show. On gagne pas d'argent. Et toi, tu es là-bas, là, dans le sud de la France, en train de faire le beau avec les David Guetta, les machins. Et là, vous invitez pas. Hein. C'est pas grave, on est ensemble. On est ensemble. Same time in London. Alright. Have to go back to London. Yeah. Distant Shadow, what up, bro? What up, Sirène des Îles? 7:41 p.m. in Montreal. Nice. Late night in France. I'm gonna do an afternoon show. Just for fun. Maybe I'll do a double show, you know? I'll do like one in the afternoon and another one at night. That could be fun. Not every day, just one day, just like that, since it's the holidays. Hey, Dahlia M. What up, Dahlia? So last time you were not here because you were out and about with your husband. I like that. That's good. The video of your top hit, copyright. Well, the thing is automatic, but it should not be a problem with your channel. If you use 15 seconds of each song, normally it's gonna do a automatic content ID, but this doesn't change nothing for your channel. But when it's out, when it's ready, just put it. What you should do usually to make sure that you're fine with YouTube, upload the video and leave it unlisted for at least 48 hours to see if there's no problem. Because you might use some songs that I did for other people, and those songs might not belong to me. Like if you use Nelson Freitas music, it's between you and Sony Music, or songs I did for Siquat Pedro, it's not gonna be the same thing. See what I mean? Hey, Elise Boys, what it do? Lil Maro, what up, brother? How are you? You good? Look at all these little family greeting each other. It's beautiful. But you guys are forgetting to put the likes. That's what I thought. I didn't put this light in the right place, so it's not. It should be here, not here. A little bit here. But hey, I'm not standing up. I'm fine. Yeah, listen. The week was fine. My daughter is much better. She was sick in the weekend, but she's doing great now. School tomorrow, and here I have somebody that I know, an acquaintance from Congo that is here. So tomorrow we're gonna go around the city. What did I do all week? I think I just painted. I've been painting. I've been really exploring the NFTs. I did a lot of new artworks. I'm actually enjoying. I'm enjoying this, but I decided that this week I'm not gonna paint anymore for at least this week, because I really have to finish the album. Buddy is also finishing his own album, and ce soir on parle d'intégrité. What up, Michel Rosamonte? What it do? So yeah, I'm really gonna turn my focus back on finishing the album. I'm gonna make you listen to a few of the songs that I Wait, I'm thinking. Let me think about it. Yeah. I'm thinking about what program I'm gonna use to listen to the music. Let me see. Music Studio, Kaysha, Bantu Royalty, mixes. Okay. All right, good. All right, should be fine. Yeah. Hey Nadia, how are you? There you go. She said it. Maybe they will, because I told you you coming, but I still don't see those likes. So yeah, this week I'm really gonna work on the album. I also have to finish editing the extracts from last show, episode 133. So I'll probably tomorrow edit everything. That last week episode plus this episode, because I'm also taking time to enjoy my family, try to do stuff together. My son is here for another 10 days, 15 days, 2 weeks. So I'm trying to see what I can do, together before he goes back to Angola. Starting tomorrow, I'm mixing. I'm gonna mix probably a track in the morning. Then I'm gonna probably go to Buddy's house. Then I think we are going to a kizomba party in my neighborhood with my friend from Congo, because he organizes festivals and he really wants to see the scene. He's a dancer. He used to be a dancer. Now he's in logistic in Congo. But since he's here in a holiday, he might as well enjoy a good kizomba party. So I called my friends who are doing parties on Thursday, and I booked a table there, and we're gonna go and chill there. I might even take my son. Thinking about it. I got scammed by a real estate agency. I'm in a lawsuit. They stole €1,000 from me, but I'm here tonight. I need good vibes and Shada gang love. What? You? This is bad luck with this real estate stuff. Damn, what happened? How? Sorry to hear that, and I really hope that you're gonna get your money back, plus interest, plus etc., plus distress money, because that shit is crazy. Listen, the world of today is full of scammers. It's crazy. They are everywhere. You receive I receive emails from fake sponsors now all the time. They pretend to be here, and they want to sponsor the show, put their logo here, and then once you click on their email, or when you reply to them, they tell you, this is how we work, and please look at the video of how we work with our other people that we sponsor. And when you click on the link of the video, it's a zip file that you have to open, and inside there's 2 virus files or things that turn off your computer or block your thing, and then you have to send them bitcoins to save yourself. And yeah, listen, it's me. I'm savvy. I know how to navigate these internet streets. But damn, when I think about all the people, I'm like, yo. And because of the fact that the people lost so much money with the pandemic, most of these people are ready for anything for money. and they will scam you. They will scam you not only on the internet, but they will also scam you in the real life. Everybody is trying to make all the money they can, and they don't care how. And this is crazy. Today I listened to it. Sorry. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Bonjour Kaysha, tu n'as pas découpé le précédent live. Je sais. Je voulais le découper avant de faire celui-ci. J'avais 3 heures et puis j'ai regardé la télé avec ma femme. What can I say? Soit je vais découper après, à la fin de ce live, soit je découperai demain. On verra. Ça dépend à quelle heure on finit. Mais je vais découper. On découpe toujours. These people are crazy, yo. Yeah, listen, a lot of love for you, Julie. It's gonna be all right. Thank you so much. Ma chère, c'est abusé. These guys are everywhere. Like, listen. The world is full of scammers. I'm more scared about the scammers than the governments. Because the governments, they're going to try. But they're scared of the people. And they're scared of the votes. But the scammers, listen. They scam you. You have to put this to charge. All they're trying to do is scam you, then disappear. And those people who send me those fake emails for sponsors, for sponsoring, all the emails look the same, but you can see that English is not their language. So, but hey, anybody who would be super excited would fall in the trap easily, because they use the name of real companies. But then if you check the emails, you realize that they don't have the same email. They don't send you the email from the company, so it makes no sense. So sometimes it's actually even better to work with a company. I'm thinking about it, like for my sponsors, I might even just find a company or somebody that there's going to be their job to find the sponsorship here, and I will give them 20% of whatever they make. And, that's because damn, this is a world of crooks. I'm also fighting to get my son's deposit back from his apartment. Yeah, that type of things. People, when it's time to go, then they're gonna invent stuff. Me, I was with a very fine person in my last apartment in Paris, and even here. But usually what I do when it's time to move from my apartment, I tell the person that I'm living in 2 months, and you have two choices. Either you come inspect the apartment, you make sure that everything is fine, and either you give me back my 2-month deposit, or I'm staying here for 2 months for free. And then I have time to move, chill, or whatever, or we find or you just give me half of the deposit and I stay another month. And so what I think I did that last time. So I had to recuperate 2 months, but I told the woman, okay, listen, no, that was when I was living in Paris. So I told him, I'm gonna recuperate only 1 month of my deposit, and the other month I'm just gonna stay a whole month so I can overlap with Portugal. So I could do 2 free comes and goes to start preparing my move, and at the same time go back to Paris to empty the apartment, finish everything I had to finish, etc. Give whatever I wanted to give, throw away stuff, give whatever to my ex, etc., etc. And yeah, business, because people, sometimes it's time to give you back your money. They might not have the money. This makes me think that in 10 days, I'm paying my 6 months of rent. Ooh. Show us a t-shirt. What t-shirt? This one? It's, well, I got your comment on top of it. This is a t-shirt from shadawear.com. And it's some Japanese stuff. Let me see if I can find it on the site. It's going to be easier. It's in the culture. Let me see all categories. It's in the culture collection. Culture. There it is. Oh, well, I cannot see your whole culture. Oh, there you go. So this is this one. It's a samurai, actually. It's black on black, so you can't really see the design. I designed it like that on purpose to be very subtle, but maybe on the red you can see it. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing. Je vais les poursuivre, j'irai jusqu'au bout, ils vont pas me mettre à terre. Aïe aïe aïe. Ils savent pas à qui ils ont affaire. La légende Gabriel Kayenga, la légende de monument vivant. What's good, brother? How are you? Hey, Tatiana, what's good? How are you? I hope you're good. Scamming is a multi-billion-dollar industry. So watch your backs, people. Once I got my credit card details stolen and they had a party with it. Damn. Thanks. Yeah, no, that's true. Scamming is a full business. And listen, it goes with today's topic, which is integrity. People with integrity are so few in this world. Most people like to scam. And it's crazy. Like, you have no idea all the different ways people try to scam you. For some reason, I cannot say, I don't understand why, but for some reason, YouTube start showing me, so maybe it's telling me something, right? YouTube starts showing me a lot of videos from people who win the lottery, and how soon as they win the lottery, the scammers are everywhere. Like, and I think the rule number one, if you win the lottery, is to not say anything to nobody. And listen, after watching all these videos, there was this guy, he won the lottery, and he went to find a lawyer, a woman, to help him out, to not, I think he won something like 30 million, I think. And he went to find this lawyer to help him because he never had money. He was a truck driver or something. And so the guy was trying to, make sure that he wouldn't spend all the money and etc. So the woman was here. She told him, hey, we have to set up a company, so the money goes to your company, and then and then she took control of his company because he didn't know nothing about companies and stuff. So she start creating the company for him, transfer all the money in the company. She bought stuff for herself, houses, etc., bought him a house, whatever. And then she was like, don't worry, I'm handling your money and etc. And in the end, they found the guy buried under one of her houses. Yo, like, I don't even know. Like, it's funny because I was showing those videos to my wife, and they were like, yo, if you win the lotto, just don't tell nobody. And my wife is looking at me, she's like, so if you win the lottery, would you tell me? I'm like, I don't know. She was pissed. She was like, what you mean? I mean, listen, you might not need to know. Just, just don't worry. Like, if I make a ton of money from anything, you just have some money in your bank account. You have the house that we dream of, and this and that. But I might tell you, you're my wife, but I might not. So you don't tell other people. It's not you that I don't trust. It's people around us. It's hard to trust people. It's like, you can trust the people you've known forever, but even them might change if they know you have. Listen, if they always knew you with a ton of money, it's okay. But you never know when you talk to somebody who they talk to. Look at that story I told you the other time of this guy who was trying to make me do this sponsor thing with football player. I mean, I'm not sure, but I have 99% certainty that was a scammer. And I receive emails all the time. And listen, when you are in the music industry, you have no idea. Like, sometimes the people who make you go to shows are scammers. I had that show when I went to London where the guy who made me come actually had no money at all, and he used all the money that we asked to ask for the promoter, and then he used all that money to pay for his debts. And when we were here, there was no money and there was no show, and the promoter was like, we don't understand, we paid this guy. And I was like, yeah, it's between you and this guy, because I'm not going on stage if I don't get paid. And then every time, everybody tell you the same thing all the time when you are a performer. Your fans are waiting. What about your fans, Kay? My fans will see a video or receive a message on YouTube or on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or MySpace, whatever the age, where I explain exactly what's going on. And I will explain to them clearly why I didn't perform. That's what will happen, unless you pay me. Oh, we paid that guy. I don't care. Because this is what happens when you perform before getting paid. They don't need to pay you anymore. You performed already. And I used to be emotional about that. I used to be like, oh my God, the fans, they're gonna hate me. Oh my God. I'm not anymore. You want me to perform? Pay me. That's it. Unless I came for free and it's a charity event, whatever. I do a lot of those. But if you want me to perform, you have to pay me the price. If you want me to take the plane to leave, you have to pay me 50%. And it's because crooks are everywhere. Listen, crooks are everywhere. And when you listen, the game of music is amazing because this is a game where there's a lot of money and you can see, why am I blurred? And you can see a ton, you meet in the world of music a ton of scammers, a ton of people with no integrity, a ton of people who are completely controlled by fame and ego and etc. So it's a good way to, when you move like me into different things in your life and you start going to different endeavors, and you're not impressed, like, because you've been scammed enough, crooked enough, that when people talk to you about, oh, there's 200,000 to do, or you might win $1 million, you're just like, all right, cool, what are the contracts, this is and you stay calm. And a lot of people get excited about money. I don't. Me, I get excited about the work, about the things I'm gonna do, and I get excited when the money is in my bank account. Before that, I don't care. But listen, scammers, they're everywhere. Crypto is going up again. I've analyzed and found out that every 6 months it goes down. Yeah. If you're in crypto long enough, you don't care when it goes down or up. You just like, what I'm interested in is where it's going to be in 6 months, 10 months, 20 months, 30 months, 100 months. That's how I do it. Everything I invest just stay there. And there's some coins that I use to speculate, and it goes up and down or whatever, and I use that money when I need it. But everything else, don't touch it. It's there, I even forget it. CV Beats, what up, brother? Would you tell your mother? Hell no! Yo! Listen, if I told my mom, she would ask me for stuff like, and mind you, my mom is rich, but if I told her, hey, mom, I made 100 million, I won 100 million at the lottery, she would easily come and tell me to buy this for $1 million, that for $2 million, buy me those terrains, buy me this building, buy me those things, etc., etc. And I mean, it's hard for me to say no to my mom. So maybe I would say, hey, listen, I made a great business move. I made like, let's say I made 100 million, right? But I would tell my mom, hey, I made a great business move. I made like 6 million. So, you know, like we say in Africa, in our Bantu tribes, you have to give a part of this to your parents. So here's 1 million for you, here's 1 million for dad, and I'm gonna give you another 1 million to share, or no, and here's another 1 million, but I'm gonna share it between all my brothers and sisters, and the rest of the 3 million, you know, I'm gonna buy myself a little house. I'm gonna buy a few things that I want, put some money in the bank account of my wife, put 500 in each of my kids' bank accounts for later, and that's it. I spent everything, and 95 million that is left, I'm investing everything. But I'm not telling her how much I made. I'm telling nobody how much I made, actually. Nobody, in reality. I'm telling nobody. I'm just gonna say, yeah, listen, things are good. You might see me on Club Shada talking like nothing happened, and maybe after a month or two, you might say, you might see that, oh, I have a new office, or you might see in a vlog that I have a new house. But I would just be like, yeah, things are moving, business, working hard, and I wouldn't change my thing. I would still come to my Club Shada. Maybe one day I would be Club Shada from a boat. You would be like, what? What? I mean, I would do Club Shada from a boat. It would not be something strange. You see what I mean? But nah, I'm telling nobody. Hell nah. It's too dangerous. Il n'y a pas de différence entre le gouvernement et les escrocs trop de taxes. Telling you. This is another reason why a lot of people come to Portugal. At least you can negotiate. Nice, good. DJing, producing, mixing. Oh, listen. Just like nothing happened. I'd be here chilling. I'd be here chilling, and you have to. Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Money is something that you have to make sure that not only you are being able to handle it yourself, right? But you must also be able to make sure that you are handling it for the other people around you. I don't know if I told this story last time, I don't remember, but there was this guy who won the lottery. It's one of the videos that I was showing my wife. This guy won the lottery, and the first thing he said, like everybody said, is, we're gonna stay the same. And I think he won something like $150 million. And he said, hey, I'm gonna stay the same. My lifestyle is not gonna change. We're not gonna buy a big house. We're not gonna buy a Rolls Royce, whatever. We're just gonna be. And yeah, listen, we're gonna hire some accountants, a team of people, so they can tell us what to buy, how to do this, how to navigate taxes. We're gonna have a team of people, and then we'll take the decisions, right? And this guy, he came out of prison, so it was already hard for him. And because in the US, once you came out of prison, it's kind of complicated to find a job, etc., etc. And so the first thing the guy does, because he's scared of new friends, he goes back with his ex. And the ex was a drug addict, but apparently she stopped. And yeah, he tell her, hey, listen, I want to be with somebody I love, I'm rich now, you want to come back with me? She says, of course, yes. And what happened? First thing they did was buy a huge house. Spent, I don't know, 10 million on a huge house, a huge mansion. Okay, yeah, you still have 140 million. Well, you might have the money, but now that you have a house that costs 10 million, you're gonna need probably 50,000 every month or year. I don't know exactly how much. I don't have a house like that, but I see my mom's house. My mom's house always have 10 people working there. So it's Africa, it's different. But imagine in the US, if you have a house, you have to have people cleaning inside, outside, the walls, the lawn, doing this, the swimming pools, all that stuff. You're probably gonna have a chef, somebody who works with you. You're gonna have people work for you. So it might cost you 50,000 a month. I don't know, just because you have that house. So that's the first thing. Instead of making your money work for you, what they start doing was they start going crazy on on stuff. They start buying like 3 Rolls Royces, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini for the girlfriend, and now they have friends that they want to, you have a house with 12 bedrooms, you want to put people in there, so they start inviting their friends from here and there. So of course their friends are not going to fly in economy, and their friends are not going to pay for their tickets. So what they do, they get a private jet to come and go, and every time they fly somebody, it costs $8,500, and they start going with 10 people. Always they have their group of people, and they take them everywhere. So every time they take the plane to go fetch their people, it's $85,000. And then let's go to Bahamas, yay! Let's do parties, hey! And the girlfriend was a drug addict. So what she did, unlimited money, drugs, party, drugs, alcohol, boom. They went back in it, and she pulled him back in drugs. And after a certain point, because of drugs, because of spending like crazy, they spent the whole, I think she and him and whatever, they spent the whole money, and they finally found the guy dead in his own shit, inside of everything he had left, which was those places that you buy to put your furniture, and that's it. And that shit is crazy. But why? Because some people are not able to not be controlled by money, and not, once you have the money and you believe it's unlimited, you don't realize that it's limited. And when you are in my situation and you've already seen a lot of money come and go, but you understand how to you understand where you could put your money if you had a lot. Listen, if I had $1 million, I knew exactly what to do with it. Some people, I'm gonna buy a house. Me, I don't know. I might make my million work. I know that if I had 100 million, I know exactly where to place my 100 million so that it generates 100,000 per month. Yeah, more or less. I know how to do it. And some people, they don't know how to do it. Some people, if they have 100 million, they're gonna say to themselves, I have 100 million. Yeah. Me, if I have 100 million, I'm gonna block my 100 million somewhere, and the interest of that 100 million is what I'm gonna live with monthly. And I'm gonna make sure, let's say, I'm not gonna go financial, but if you place your 100 million in the right places, you can generate 150,000 per month, and you can live very, very, very well with 150,000. So what I would do, I would say to myself, okay, I make 150,000 a month, and I cannot spend more than that. Actually, I cannot spend more than 50,000 per month on everything, yeah? Expenses, houses, whatever. I can only spend 50,000 a month, and the other 100 that is generated every month, I will invest a little bit of it in different things, or reinvest it so that I make more money as the time go. Maybe invest 50,000 every month, and the other 50,000, I make sure it goes to a bank account for my kids, and that every month both my kids get 25,000 in their bank accounts. And then everything else, we can, and you know that you have a huge thing. And I would not go buy a house that costs 10 million. What? Am I crazy? No. If you make 150,000 a month from your investment, in a year, you can buy a house of $1.5 million. And if you go to the bank and the bank knows that you have 100 million, they will buy the house for you and say, it's okay. In how long you want to pay us? 3 years. Let's divide the million in. Every year I'm gonna give you 350,000 or 300 and whatever thousand, 333,000 every year. So it means that if every month you make 150,000, you can take every month you take 50,000 and you give it back to the bank. And in about a year or 2 or 3 years, your money's back. You see what I mean? But those people, because they are, thank you so much, Shirendezil. Wow. I'm investing. Wow, thank you so much. That's a lot of money. Thank you so much for the how much is it in? I don't see nothing. 60 Canadian dollars. Thank you so much for your donation. Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. And you are $50 from removing Master Electronic from his throne. So yeah. And to me, the way I see it when it comes to money is that I know how I would feel because I know myself, and I've went through the last 25 years generating a ton of money as an artist and understanding how much tax I had to pay from the money I was generating, and also understanding how sometimes the you make a lot of money and then at the end of sometimes you don't see that money. You see what I mean? Sometimes you hear and you're like, wait a minute, like where's that money? Because you don't invest it because you're young, and then when you get older you're like, wait a minute, back in 2008 when it was the crisis of the subprimes, I made around 150,000 euros from copyright from Les DS. After paying my taxes, I still had 100 and something. And at that time, I could buy an apartment in Miami because it was the crisis. I could buy an apartment in Miami or in New York but especially in Miami, I remember you could buy an apartment for 50,000. A 1-bedroom in Miami, $50,000. So that was like, because the euros went up so much that with €1 you had a $1.5. So with $10,000 you have 10,000 euros you had $15,000. So at a point when the US was in the crisis and the housing market collapsed completely, you could find apartments in Miami and not in bad areas. You could find in South Beach, etc. You could find an apartment for $50,000, which was 35,000 euros, 37,000 euros. And I had 100 and something in my bank account. But I didn't have the mind of today, because that was like it was 2008. So that's 13 years ago or less. Yeah, 13 years ago. And I don't regret. I'm just like, okay, I see. Next time I have that money, I know exactly what I'm going to do, depending on where am I in the market, of course. Same thing for Bitcoins. I've known about Bitcoin since 2009. I was reading about it. I was watching YouTube videos about it back then, website about it. I was like, wow, super excited about it. I was trying to understand how to buy it, because at that same time, 2008, I had I made 100,000 from that album, the DS. But I still had the monies from my shows. I still had the copyrights and I still had money coming in from the rest of my activities. So that 100,000 euros that I I paid my taxes, and it stayed in my bank account. It stayed in my bank account probably until 2000. I mean, I spent every time I needed a little bit of something, buy a computer, buy something, but I didn't spend it. I didn't buy anything crazy. So that money lasted until 2014 probably. And I used it to invest, buy stuff, cameras, buy computers, buy whatever I needed for my businesses. But if I was back then with the mind that I have, listen, I would have bought 2 apartments in Miami that I would probably have resold today at $500,000, both of them, or maybe kept one for when I go to Miami. The rest of the time it would be Airbnb, and I would have a company there just handling the apartment for me, and I probably would have invested $10,000 in Bitcoins. But at that time, I'm not even the same person today. At that time, I was just like, and I was not seeing opportunities the way I see opportunities today. Today, I'm really a very financial, intellectually eyes open person. I understand finances. I understand how to make money. I understand how to invest money. Back then, no, I was still that guy. It was about making shows, making music, and music was the end all be all. And today, music is assets that I see music the same way as I see cryptos, the same way as I see stock. Music is money generating assets that make people enjoy art, and at the same time they generate money. So I don't create music for the same reasons, the money I make from music, I invest 30% of it. Every time I make money, I invest 30% of it. So, but the question here is, if you make 100,000, if you make 100 millions from lottery or whatever, you know how you're gonna be, but you don't know if your wife is gonna just go crazy. You don't know. And you know how I know that you don't know? Because I've seen so many artists, right? I've seen so many artists that were talking so much beautiful things before being famous. Thank you so much. I will do this. Listen, all of them, they all say the same thing when they are not famous. I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have the same friends. Blah 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 blah. And soon as they get famous, soon as they have, and listen, when I'm talking about fame in the Zouk world, I'm not talking about making 100 million. I'm talking about doing shows for 800 euros every weekend. But if you didn't have that money, and all of a sudden you have that money, and all of a sudden everybody tell you, you're so beautiful, you're the best, you're amazing, please fuck me, this, whatever. People lose whatever integrity that they thought they had. This is how it is, because you never know what fame will do to you until you're famous. Everything you say, everything you pretend that you're gonna be, everything you say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be that, you don't know until you become that person. When you become that person, this is when you know if your education was like this, like that, if you had any education, if all of a sudden the friends that have no money that you used to rock with, and now you pay them everything, you will see if you still like them, or if you all of one of us, maybe in 6 months you're tired of paying for everybody, or maybe if they will feel entitled for you to pay everything because, hey, we've been with you, we walk with you, and maybe they're gonna start going with you in places, and maybe they're gonna be loud, and you're gonna look at them like, yo, we are in in a chic restaurant. Who cares? We have money. No, I have money, and you are. Why are you yelling? Why are you making all these noise? Like, you don't know how you're gonna react to all that, and you might realize that, okay, I moved to this level my whole life. Now I'm here, and my people are still here, and they don't act like if they were here, because it's you who is here. And maybe you will realize, wow, I might have to change friends. Or maybe you have friends who will understand your position is here now, and they're gonna be like, hey, listen, when you do all these shows, I want to be the person who comes with you. Hey, every time you make 1,000, maybe I can sell those shows for you, and every time you make 1,000, I make 200, and we go together. I make sure I protect you. I make sure I protect you from that, and you can trust me, and This is a person who'd be like, okay, listen, we're moving up together. But you don't know how these people gonna be, and you don't know how you gonna be. You might all of a sudden change. You might, listen, you don't know. And every time I tell this to people, no, I know. I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be like that. I'm like, I'm going to have integrity. Listen, we'll see when your album come out. When the album come out, people change. They go on tour. All of a sudden, people are yelling their names. People are crying like, oh my God, oh, you my hero. I love you so much. And fans sometimes, they're so emotional that they love you too much for you. Listen, it's just songs. It's just songs, and somebody who sings songs that you like. You don't have to love them. You love the songs. But because these songs might be part of something of your life, so the artist all of a sudden is part of your life, and then you're like, oh, I love you so much. And you hear nobody loved you that much. And all of a sudden, this might change you. And because people think, oh, I'm not going to change. You are going to change. The question is, are you going to change in a great way or not? It depends. Listen, me, when I was 18, I had all the girls that I wanted. So when I got famous at 24, I continue having all the girls that I wanted. So it didn't change nothing for me. When I was 18, my parents were rich. So when I got my own money, my parents were still richer than me. And my parents are still richer than me today. So yeah, it's just, okay, I have my own money. But when I go to my mother's house, like my mother today told me, when she told me today, she was like, so yeah, how are you doing, like with the kids in your small house? I was like, Mom, I have 100 meters square. And she was like, yeah, it's a small house. She said la big cock. And why? My mom only lived ever since she's been 17. She never lived in less than 300 or 400 meters square, because she got married to my dad, who was rich. And she made my dad richer, and then she started investing, and now she has like 2, 3, 4 houses in Congo, terrains, lands, apartments, shopping center, all that stuff. And houses in France, houses here. She wants to buy one in Portugal. So we don't have the same life. But for me, when I got my money, I was proud to have my money, but it was not something different. My life didn't change in terms of, oh my God, I went from the streets to being rich. And in a way, it helped me stay grounded. And same thing, the fact that I was already dating models and beautiful girls, like ever since I started dating. When I got famous, I was still getting the models and the beautiful girls, and yeah, it was nothing special for me. All of a sudden, I had a lot of choice in a lot of countries, but I was already like, no, yes, you, not you. But I was already like that before. When some people, before being famous, they have nothing, and they cannot date nobody. They don't have access to some girls. And all of a sudden they're famous, and they can have everybody, or they believe because they're famous, and all of a sudden they want everything. They want the nice girls, the less nice girls, the no nice girls, the ugly girls, the this, the that. They want everything because they feel like it's a revenge on life, and then now they get in the clubs for free, and it just explodes in their heads. And because I've seen that in the music industry, I've realized that people have no idea how they're gonna react and how they're gonna move when they get to a certain level that I've experienced since I was born. I probably took the plane 100 times minimum, maybe 200 times in my life since I was born. I've been in so many different countries before traveling as Kaysha, just as the son of my parents. I traveled a lot, etc., etc. I've seen money. I've seen having money, not having money, having money. I've seen big houses. I've seen all types of Mercedes and stuff from my parents. Meaning that I'm not impressed by money. Of course, I never had $1 million in my bank account, but I've seen $1 million. Like years after years, if you make 100 every year, like I've had not $1 million at once, but I've seen. If I count all the money I had from the beginning of my life, I probably had $1 million already. But me, I invest, money comes, money goes and stuff. So I wouldn't say that if I had 10 million or 100 million at once in my bank account, I cannot say I'm not going to change. Of course I'm going to change. Of course I'm going to go in different places. Of course I'm going to take my wife and my kids in places. Of course, every time I want to have some time for us, it's going to be possible. Of course I'm going to say, hey, listen, don't pack your bags. Let's go. What? Let's just go and take the kids and the wife to Thailand or to Zanzibar for a week, just like that, because I decided, yeah, those things, you can do them and still feel responsible because you're going to use, you know the money you're going to use. So of course I'm going to change. I'm going to change my lifestyle. I'm going to change some things. I'm going to take a bigger place because, of course, 100 meters square, when you have no kids, you're single, is different than when you have a wife, 2 kids, and the brothers and sisters of wife, etc. You see what I mean? You're going to use the tool that is money. You see what I mean? You're going to use that. Exactly. It's tools. So you're going to use those tools to your advantage, but smart. But it doesn't mean that you know how the people around you will react. Because listen, when you are famous, the people around you, they react strange. Some of them, they start thinking they're famous. So imagine you have 100 million and you tell your wife, and she knows that, yeah, we have 100 million. And she goes crazy. She starts talking bad to her friends. Or listen, we don't know. People might go crazy. People might, you see what I mean? So sometimes just to protect the people, you just say nothing. I like how the music was synchronized to mine. You say nothing and you just elevate people and you teach them how to handle this, to handle this life. And yeah. And yeah, listen, you have, and it's something I had a conversation with Buddy about that. It was a conversation about if you had money, how much would you give to the people around you? To your mom, to your family, to your friends, to whoever, your favorite ex, whatever. And I'm gonna give this to this. And I was like, bro, listen. If I have X amount of money, I invest everything in a place where it's protected and it's generating money. And from that money generated, I'm going to give slowly to the people that deserve something. because you don't want to. Sometimes, you give money to people and you think you are making their life better, but you might destroy their lives. Let's say you buy somebody an apartment that costs X amount. Now they have to pay taxes on what they own, and they might not have the money to pay these taxes. So they come back to you to ask you for some money, and you're like, oh. That was a one time. Yeah, but I have to pay taxes because of you. Oh. And sometimes you might even, hey, listen, you have these people, you really love them, you give them 300,000, and it's nothing if you have 100 million, right? And well, maybe you fuck their lives. Maybe all of a sudden they go crazy. They go on a holiday, they do this, they do that. Instead of buying a house or setting some money apart, maybe they go crazy. Maybe they become drug addicts because of you, because, hey, you see the husband is there like, and the kids, you don't know. So you have to be very careful with money when it comes to you in that type of amount. So, yeah. So sorry, baby. I wouldn't tell you nothing. The worst moment of someone trying to kill your integrity and your best moment. What you mean, kill your integrity? You have to rephrase that question. How them integrity don't work? Yeah. I do agree. Future Zombie, what up, bro? Is it too late to do it now? To do what? Oh, he's probably reacting to something I said 5 minutes ago. Yeah, so yeah, it's special. And before I make you listen to a little bit of the upcoming album and where I am right now, I want to talk 10, 20 minutes about integrity. I mean, we are in the subject of integrity anyway, but there was something very interesting that happened on the internet, the manosphere, I would say. So we have there's a YouTube channel that I follow and I enjoy what they do, called Abba and Preach, and they talk about social subjects. They talk about all type of subject, and they usually react to videos and give their opinions, and they usually give their honest opinion about anything. If they agree with you, they agree with you. If they don't agree with you, they don't agree with you. And I kind of listen. They give their take on things. It's what reaction channels do. And you have these fitness men, like it's called Fresh and Fit, and they are kind of hey, let me yell that, what up? It's a podcast where they talk about the modern man and how he has to be, how he's the prize and how men built the world and etc. So I wouldn't say that I enjoy their content. Some stuff are interesting, some conversations are interesting, but they invite a lot of OnlyFans women, a lot of Miami women that sometimes sometimes I see a few videos. I don't see a lot of their videos, and I'm not subscribed. But in some videos they do, it feels like they invite money hungry, not intelligent women, just so that they can ridicule them in public. And some other people have interest. Some of the women that they invite have very interesting things to say. But a few of the times that I went to the channel, there were some points that were interesting, and there were some other times that I was like, why so angry? Why do you, etc., etc. And I mean, I was like, their antics, I don't know. But hey, at a point, Abba and Preach decided to react to one of their videos and point out a few inconsistencies in their message. Inconsistencies in their message. And instead of, being mad about it, and hey, listen, people can criticize you when you are in a public platform. People say something, you can either ignore it or you can respond, but they didn't insult you. They were just like, hey guys, you say this, but you do that. Instead of responding to that, they start going on one of these guys who, I don't know if he's steroids or whatever it takes, but he's always angry, always yelling. He started yelling that, yeah, we have more views than you. We have more girls than you. We fuck better girls than you. We cut our hair more. And I was like, and then he started insulting Preach, which is one of the guys of the other channel. He started insulting this guy, insulting his wife, insulting his country, insulting Haiti. Mind you, there's been a earthquake in Haiti, but the guy is insulting people, telling you, I'm gonna send you the boat to your country, etc., etc. And then I'm gonna make the story short. You can go on YouTube and find it. Preach said, well, listen, you insult my wife, you insult my country. I'm coming from Canada to Miami next week. Let's meet. I'll bring some gloves and we'll fight. And yeah, because you're insulting the honor of my wife, so I'm gonna beat you up. And of course, in the beginning they were, yeah, let's organize, like, those YouTube people, let's organize something, and then they chickened out, of course. Oh, we're sorry, blah 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 blah. And I'm not so interested in the story in itself. What I'm interested in is the lack of integrity of a lot of the people of this generation. Why? I believe that the people of this generation are all about looks. How it looks, and how, the Instagram generation. Instagram generation is, everything is based on fakery, and everything is based on showing what you have and believing that people will love you for what you have. And they're renting cars and they pretend it's theirs. They like, hey, listen, success is success. When people are making their money and they buy whatever they buy, I have nothing against that. Like, you do what you want. The problem is, a lot of people are pretending to be something in this generation so they can be the gurus of other people. There's a lot of people on YouTube who pretend to be rich, so then you can come to their YouTube channels and listen to their advice on how to be rich like them. And they actually make money from your super chats. They make money from whatever books that they wrote that you're gonna download for $10 or $29, or the t-shirts or the views from YouTube they're gonna make from your advice. That's where they make their money, by pretending, and they fake it until they make it by faking it. And same thing for a lot of these Instagram models. A lot of them have no money at all. They have no money at all, but hey, listen, they receive clothing from brands, they receive stuff, or they get invited in those beautiful hotels, and the hotels invite them in exchange of the photos that they're gonna do for their millions of subscribers on Instagram. You're gonna receive a dress, a swimwear, whatever, and in exchange you receive it for free in exchange of the photo you're gonna do. But And even if you go, hey, yeah, you can come to our hotel when there's nobody, the hotel is not full. So hey, listen, if your hotel is not full, you pay anyway to make the hotel function. So might as well put some influencers in there. They do some nice photos. It's gonna bring some clients. So it's a business exchange. The problem is, because everybody is more interested in how it looks and to pretend that they live a certain lifestyle for the followers, people start all being fake and people start lacking integrity. People are here completely pretending to live a life that they don't really live. And once they did the first photo in a great hotel, or once they travel like business class and they put that photo in business class, or they drive this nice car, even if it was just somebody who gave them the car for 3 days just for the photo in exchange of, hey, don't forget to tag my garage. Instead of saying, yeah, it was a business or whatever, they start thinking that they have to pretend for the gram or YouTube, etc., that they live this life, and they start losing integrity. They start completely living a fake life, and they start completely thinking that they are what they are not. And that episode showed a little bit of that. It's the crack in the armor, that beef between Abba and Preach and Fresh and Fit. It showed a little bit of that. Listen, I don't know nothing about the life of none of them, so listen, I'm not here to comment about how other men live. I don't care. Everybody make their money. They have a lot of followers, both of them. They all do great content, but once you get confronted to the real life, that's when you realize, when somebody tells you, I'm coming to beat you up, that's when you realize that internet life is not real life. And a lot of I've seen videos from a lot of creators, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of Instagrammers saying, I'm tired of living this life that now I'm scared to people to see me without filters or without makeup, or I don't want to travel and people see me in economy. Well, you don't have the money to travel first class when you're not invited. Like, listen, me, when I travel with my family, if it's 5 of us, I travel economy. I don't care. I'm not gonna pay. Like, if I can put everybody in business, I put everybody in business. If I can't, if it's just me and my wife, maybe. If it's 5 of us and we take the kids, we take a sister, whatever, it's better we all go in economy. It's gonna cost us less money. We're gonna use that money for something more, whatever. Or somebody's gonna see me, oh, Kaysha flies, whatever. Yeah, you here too. Why do you care how I travel? Who cares? And listen, if I have 100 million made, I'm gonna spend my money on private jets. I use a private jet if I really need to go somewhere fast for business reasons, and I'm not gonna pay it. The business gonna pay it. But if it's to go on a holiday, whatever, yeah, we'll fly business. We fly business, cool, because we can, but it's gonna be inside of the monthly budget, because that's how you stay rich. You have no idea the amount of people that I know that their parents were rich because of politics, because of how we grew up, and now they're poor because their parents were new to being rich. And even if they had millions, they didn't know what to do with the millions, so they spent it on stupid shit. And they spend their money trying to look like, and it's not just, even before the Grammy was like that. A lot of the generation of my parents, when they got rich because of politics, because of business, because of whatever happened in Congo, and because they came from poverty, they start thinking that the money they had to show off to other people who had money. And if you look at how the real rich people are, they make their money for generations, and when the kids arrive, they usually have at least one kid in their family or somebody that makes sure that the money of the family doesn't disappear. And for that, they're gonna have companies that are gonna make sure that the name of and the money of that family continues, even if your kids are stupid. And what is very interesting about the YouTube and internet generation is that because we are all now in a world where everything is about image, everything is about how you look and what you show to people, you're gonna have people who are gonna come. Listen, some people came here to my chat a few episodes ago. Oh yeah, what is this thing where there's only like 100 people watching? You should do this, you should do that. Block you. I don't have time for these conversations. I'm not doing Club Shada in that way. I'm not interested in fake numbers. I want numbers to grow organically. This is not my main revenue. I'm gonna make sure that it becomes one of my revenue generators, but it's the way I think is more than that. But when you talk to people who don't understand that, they come and they like, you come here to see, oh, there's only 20 people watching right now. But what do you care? Do you come for the content or do you come for the numbers? Listen, the content is here and people are going to be able to watch it forever as long as YouTube exists. This is what I come here for. The content is going to generate revenue, whatever it is, even if it's €1 every month. This content is going to generate revenue forever. If every video I did on Club Shada generates just €1 every month, I have 134 episodes. That's 134 euros every month. In times of pandemic, this is the money that saves you. But some people, because they are in this generation of the numbers, they talk like this guy was talking. This Marin guy was talking. Yeah, we have more followers. We have more this. We We fuck more girls. Bro, this is not the. All these are tools. What is important is the message. It is how you move in this life with integrity, with respect of others. And this generation, and maybe people before, listen, it's not a question about this generation. People love to bash this generation, but I've seen this before. I've seen this with all the Zouk and Kizomba artists from the generation 2000. People, because they don't see the big picture, and because they don't see the long term, they come here and they want to portray themselves as what they're not. Listen, I've seen artists go to the West Indies when I decided I'm not going to the West Indies anymore, because they want to pay us nothing for a show. They want us to come and perform for free in exchange of radio plays. And then they want us to go to do the 10, 15 shows just to promote the music. And then they say, yeah, but we pay you the hotel. And I was like, wait a minute, you think I'm going to go for 2 months in Martinique, Guadeloupe, Guyane, and I'm not going to make any money? Or I'm going to, no, we'll give you 300. What? No. So I don't go. I stopped going. I started going to Angola, to Mozambique, to Cape Verde, where I was paid normally. And a lot of the other artists, they wanted to go. They wanted to go, you know why? Because they didn't want to lose market share. And people were telling me, yo, you're going to lose market share. People, I was like, I don't care losing market share in a place where people don't pay me. I'm going to go make money where there's money. And the same people who didn't want to pay those artists and make them sing for promo, artists from compa artists from Haiti or from the US would come to the same place, perform, and they would get paid like 10,000. But us, they don't want to give us 300. I'm out. And the problem was the others, because the others, all the other artists were only about the status. Well, they accepted all the conditions so that they can show, hey, I'm in the West Indies in the summer. Hey, here's my photo on the jet ski. Hey, I'm in the hotel chilling, like, because they pay you the hotel for 2 months. So it's a holiday. It's great. You're in a nice 5-star hotel for 2 months. In exchange, you do shows for free. And so I was watching the photos, and they were like, and some were there, like, yeah, look at Kaysha. He's not going nowhere. He's not performing in the West Indies like us. Ha 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 ha. We in the 5-star hotel. And me, I was like, I'm in Angola in a 5-star hotel as well, and I get paid 10,000 per show. So you in a 5-star hotel, you do nice photos for Facebook, and you eat rocks. And those people, it was before Instagram. So that was 2007, 8. That's when I started saying, okay, I'm switching markets. And those people did this for another 2-3 years, and all of them, their careers are broken now. Why? Because they faked it. And listen, I told some artists, you don't need to go every year, especially if there's no money to be made, and you keep going, you go 3, 4, 5 times a year, and the fans, the people who pay for the tickets to come see you, they get tired because they see you for free all the time in all these places that are, you know, all the little, all the cities have their little, their celebration day. And you guys are going everywhere. They see you. So they're not going to go the day you do a show. They're not going to come because they've seen you all summer already. So you have to also create these demand. You have to understand offer and demand. Those people didn't care. They just want, I want to exist. And I was like, hey, listen. One day I told a girl, listen, don't go there because everybody's there. Competition, right? The market is saturated. Wait till everybody leave France and let's go to all the cities that are not sexy in the summer. Let's go to north of France. Let's go to Lille, Roubaix. Let's go to all these places because nobody is there. Let's talk to all these clubs and tell them, hey, listen, we want 1,000 per show. So the summer is 4 weeks per month. Let's say July. Let's say June, July, August. So that's 4, 8, 12 months. 12 months if we can do 1 show, 2 shows a week in all these cities that nobody wants to go in the summer. That's 24 shows. 24 shows per 1,000. That's 24,000. Let me handle all the bookings for you. Pay me 5,000 and you get 19,000. And yeah. And we can talk to them now in April for the whole thing, and they all give you already 15%, 50%. And we book all the shows. And once we booked all the shows, at least, even if they cancel, if somebody cancels the show, you already have 500. The artist tells me, yeah, but you know, the others are posting pictures. I was like, listen, once you have your 19,000 that you're gonna you're gonna make from my plan. With your 19,000, you can go to Dominican Republic, you can go to Miami in September. You go to Miami. You go 2 weeks in Miami, then you go 2 weeks in Punta Cana. And then you're gonna post, not only you're gonna post your photos, you're gonna post your photo with your beautiful masseur, your Dominican guy doing your massages every day, and you're gonna be there and you're gonna be chilling. And she was like, okay, make it happen. I didn't have time to make one phone call. Somebody call her and tell her, hey, we have a free show for you in South America or in the West Indies. There's no money, but you're gonna be in a nice hotel, and we'll give you 1,000 euros just to have a little bit of money to play around. You have to do like 10 shows for free. I mean, you're gonna have 1,000 euros. You're gonna do 10 shows, but hey, you can be in a hotel for a month. And she went, and I was like, okay, I'm done here. And I moved to Portugal. and this is the problem with the lack of integrity of people. People are not able to move with integrity because they are emotional. A lot of people, they do things out of emotions all the time. They take decisions out of emotion. They don't take the time to think. They don't take the time to assess what they have to do, what they can do, and they're gonna think, oh, I want it to be sexy. When me, I'm like, I want it to make money, and sexy, I'll do the photos later. And this is a big difference. I prefer not going on a holiday and being able to take my kids to the restaurants every night, for example, rather than go on a holiday and suffer later. And then I can take them to holiday 3 months later when the amount of work that I'm doing pays off. And it's decisions that you have to take. And sometimes, this, for example, here in Portugal, all the houses, all the renting places to go on holiday are costing a lot of money right now, because everybody's trying to make the money back from the money they couldn't make the whole year, right? But in September, everybody will leave this country to go back to their countries and start working. And the summer finishes in October here. Until late October, it's still sunny, but then all the houses are empty. So September, I'm taking my family to holiday in here. If I go here, or if I go to Spain, all the houses, the nice houses, instead of costing 1,005 per week, they're gonna cost 800 per week or 600 per week, because it's the low season. That's where you go when you go to your house, and then you can do all the sexy photos. And it's just a question of intelligence. But most people, that's not how they think, because they put a lot of things above integrity, above intelligence. And one of the things that people do a lot, and I've seen people do a lot in the last generation, is living for the people who are watching you, living for the people who are putting the likes and putting the comments, instead of watching where does your money come from. A lot of people tell me all the time, yeah, we don't see you on Trace TV, we don't see you this, hey, you fell off since Kaysha on the quoi, blah blah blah. And whatever they say, I don't care, because I know where my money comes from. My money comes from YouTube. My money comes from Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer. My money comes from copyright money for all the artists that I write music for, and they are performing, where they perform and make money, where my songs are in TV shows or in movies or novellas, etc. This is where my money comes from. My money comes from cryptocurrencies. My money in the future will come from this, that, and now my money also comes from NFTs. So you can think of Kaysha from 2003 and talk to me about whatever you want. I don't care. Because Kaysha in 2021 is thinking about the money of 2030. And this generation specifically has a real problem because it is with social media, with the internet, there's really a lot of people who believe that they are who they are on Instagram. They believe that they are the person with the filters. They believe that, and some people even go to do surgery to look like how they look with the filters. A lot of people are obsessed with making photos and having like 100 comments or 1,000 likes or etc. or numbers. I care about content, and I care about quality, and I care about long-term revenues. And because of the things that I care about, I can move with integrity in any choice that I make, because time is on my side. And a lot of these people, they live in the rush because time is not on their side. They are obsessed with things that make no sense to me. I understand why, but they don't make sense to me. And I believe that everybody should stop what they're doing for 10 minutes, 1 hour, a whole day, and ask themselves, okay, why am I doing this for? What am I getting? How much I'm making, and what am I getting personally from that? And am I happy? And that's how you can move with integrity in life. Where was I? I thought I would talk 10 minutes. But hey, you know how it is. Let me check your comments. Ouh, Nangine, c'est chaud. Je rajeunis, je trouve, avec ma grisaille ici. Soigne-toi bien. Ah, la fièvre est partie, c'est good. Nowadays, people are ready to do everything for the money, even sell their soul to the devil. Yep. Evil is taking control of all young generation. Heather, how are you? Crazy. People are crazy judgmental. It is true. And it's because of, look, and they try to change it a bit because they kind of see the damage they're doing to the world. You see, I remember in the beginning when you would go to, so it's different on the thing, but on the web. But when you would go to Instagram back in the days, when you would click here, you would see the number of likes. You see the number of views for videos, but I mean, I think you still see that it's always videos. Okay, let's see. This is a photo, for example. You can still see how many people are liking, how many comments and stuff. And instead of caring about the content, people tend to care about what is here. How many people like, who liked, how many people commented, and they believe that this is the value of the content. Where people should not care about that, but the way the platforms work and the way they celebrate millions of subscribers, millions of views, etc., it feels like the content is less important than the reaction of the people. And this make people become super judgmental. Oh yeah. My dad tells me all the time that being rich but also being young is a state of mind. I only traveled once in my life in business class, and it was paid by the company, and I did not see nothing special there. Well, listen, it really depends how many flights you have to do. I believe that if you travel, like if you have to do, let's say, 4 flights in the month or 8 flights in the month, and go to I don't know, 6 hours, at a point it hurts your back. At a point, the way you travel and the type of company that you go to might start taking a toll on your body. And if you fly business class, you see the difference. You see the difference in service. You also see the difference in the size of where you want to put your feet. You will also be able to sleep well during your flight. So there's a difference. Now, if it's for 1 hour, other than the fact that you can go to the lounge, etc., some services, but you can pay for those services. Me, I know when it comes to my contracts, when somebody hires me to do a job, if it's less than 3 hours, the flight, I don't care if I'm in economy. I don't mind. If it's more than 4 or 5 hours, it's business class. Because the more, like, especially after all these years of traveling, my back hurts. And yeah, if I'm going to work, now you want me, I have to be in the lounge, I have to enter the plane in priority, I have to spend, like, especially if you have like those long flights going to Congo and etc. Nah. When it's for work, when it's me paying for myself, I do what I can when I can. And but if I had enough money, I'd fly only in business class. So there's different. And then it depends the companies as well. Some companies have economy that looks like a business class, and some others, they have business class that are cheap as fuck, and some others, like, the economy is okay, it's doable, but the business class, you really see the difference. So it really depends what company. You can never be rich and materialist at the same time. That's why most African people most rich African people die poor. That's deep, brother. That's deep. People judge the numbers, more the numbers than the content, forgetting that a video can blow up in 11 years. Oh, very true. Very, very true. They say everyone has a price. They might be right. Social media really fucked up the world for sure. I don't know if it's social media that fucked the world. I believe that social media put a loop and make explode something that already existed. What fucked the world is not social media, it's people. It's the way people use it and the way people just, become because of that, I believe. Make money with integrity and consistency. Exactly, Julie. I believe that this is how we do it. Good night, Ellis. But listen, before I go, I'm gonna make you listen to snippets of songs that you may have heard already or not, that are coming soon for the album, what I'm working on. I'm actually working on 2 albums at the same time. I'm working on Bantu Royalty, which is my 10th album that will come out October, probably October, if I'm finished at that time. But I'm gonna wrap up because I'm already starting working on what's the name of my next album after that? It's called Diaspora Deluxe. And Diaspora Deluxe will come out in 2022. And every song that don't make it in this album will directly go to the next album. The fact that I do tracks every week really gives me these possibilities. So I can really I really do albums not in the way that people do them. I really do them as a repository for the tracks that come out and puts a little bit of exclusive in there. But I'm more interested in releasing tracks every week. I don't think it's because one material is more people want nice things for themselves, and there is nothing wrong with that, especially when you make money with honesty. The thing is, you can want nice things for yourself, but you have to understand when you can't get nice things. You see what I mean? Listen, I could get an apartment in the same neighborhood, twice the size, and I can pay it. But on the long term, it would hurt me. I could have just rent a place just to do Club Shada out of home and have my place where I do this, but then it would hurt me as well. So that's where a lot of people, most of the time, because of the materialism and the show-off mentality, they start living over what they, comme on dit, au-dessus de leurs moyens. They start living over what they can. Some people make 100,000 per month, but they spend 150 because not only they get what they like, the nice things, but then they want more than the nice things. They don't want to have a wife, they want to have 5. And they will not buy one bag to the main. They will buy a bag to the main one, and the 4 other will complain, so they will buy a bag to the 4 other ones. So if your wife costs you 20,000 in bags this month, and the 4 other cost you 20,000 as well, that's 100,000. Plus you have to pay the rent of everybody, plus the expenses and etc. Now you spend 200,000. If you make only 100,000 per month, you're fucked. And this is what happened to a lot of football players or a lot of basketball players that come with no financial education. And the question is not making money and buying stuff that you like. The question is understanding how much you can spend and spend it on the right people in the right time. And this is a big difference. A lot of football players, a lot of basketball players in the US, a lot of American football players, a lot of politicians, a lot of people, and a lot of people who won Lotto. A lot of people who won the lottery Some people you hear they made 300 million and they have nothing. And you're like, how can this be possible? It's because of lack of financial education. And I believe that a lot of our parents who made money in the first generation of people from Africa who had money after the independences, they made a ton of money, but they came from poverty. So in their head, they were making a lot of money, but they were poor. So they were not making investments. They were not making investment for the future. They were buying for today. They were buying, I want a big house to impress everybody. I want this, da 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 da. And then, I like this girl. I like this building. Yeah, I can buy a building. I'll buy a building. How much is the building? 10 million. It's nothing. I'll buy a building. Okay. But then the building, you don't invest in it, and then you have a building that makes no money. And this is the difference between those who make money to generate money and understand that money is a tool, and those who see money as the end. The end of, I want to be rich because I want to be rich. No, I want to make great things and become rich because I'm making great things. It's the same as fame. The reason why I'm famous, in my opinion, is because I do great things. And because my goal is to do great things, to say great things, to create great content for the people who come watch me. And this is the reason why the people who come watch me again. They come every episode of Club Shada. They come, they go listen to my music, etc., because I create a catalog of good content. And this is the reason why during the pandemic, I was fine in the country to a lot of artists who were like, I don't have no shows. It's because I created all these nice content that people can watch when they're bored at home, or when they have nothing to do, or while they're cooking or whatever. And this is a big difference between this and people who are seeing money as the money or fame, and this makes a big difference. And trust me, if I had $100 million or even $10 million, I would get me nice things. But I would not get me nice things with the $10 million. I would get me nice things with the interest of the investments that I would do with the 10 million. Whatever I get per month, let's say with 10 million invested, let's say you make in dividends of stock options, let's say you make 50,000 per month. I get nice things with the 50,000, and I would not touch the rest. This is the difference. The people who are not smart, they will get 10 million and they will spend 10 million on free houses. And then they don't have enough money to sustain the houses and whatever. And then, after 10 years, there's no more money. And this is a big difference. If you invest those 10 million might be worth 20 million 10 years later. That's a big deal. Listen, some people invested 100,000 because they had them and they had vision. Some people invested 100,000 in Bitcoins in 2009 or 2010 or Ethereum in 2014. Today, these people are billionaires. They went from having maybe 1 million or 2 million to now having 900 millions. And this is a big difference. L'homme sans conscience n'est que ruine de l'âme. It all comes down to education. Yup. Exactly. Today's generation don't want to know about financial stuff. All they do is spend. That's why we're all broke. Yep. Listen. That's why I shoot my videos myself. Because I'm like, I have the cameras. Let me shoot the videos. Let me hire people just to hold the cameras instead of paying 10 times for people to do the same thing that I can do myself. It's all about that. Listen, before I go, let's listen to tracks that will go in those albums that I'm doing. Just a little bit, Let me see one thing. We're not gonna listen to everything, but a little bit of what I'm working on. I just want to make sure that the sound from the Finder is going. Let me know if you are listening, you are hearing the music. I don't know if you hear something. Wait. Oh no, that's in my ears. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me try again. Oh, nice. Okay, cool, cool. Okay. I got 3, 4 songs that I want to make you listen to. Let me see. Put some first of all, if you enjoy that conversation, put some rainbows in the chat, and if you can hear something, wait a second. Okay, good. You can hear stuff. Here are a few songs that of course, all the singles that I released. Thanks, all the music that I'm doing, that I'm releasing every week. A lot of it will be in the album, but I got a few songs, like for example this one called "All the Good Girls." That I'm mixing it tomorrow, and I think it's nice.
You make my pressure high, and all of them things. You said I'm a cutie pie, but you don't wanna see me in places that are crowded, I guess. You only coming for the high, but nothing that's so serious. Because all the good girls run away from me. You got me feeling so down, feeling so down. Why you keep running away? I love you, oh yeah. I've been feeling for a good girl. Running away.
This one, I have this track produced by Lil Maro that
Today is your day, all the family is here. No, you ain't going to work, your manager is there. We came to love you, throw your trouble far away. We are here for you, like you've been for us. Bing up a papa, bing up a mama, bing up a moninga. It's your happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is called Happy Birthday. I think it's gonna be the song of the birthdays. This track, I'm waiting for the person who's supposed to do the featuring to finish it. Ooh. Mr. Simmons. I love the intro. I have to play it again. Kaysha.
Let's try again. Let's try again. I will love you like it was the first time I saw your eyes and those pretty lips, my baby. Oh, no compromise this time. I wanna love you like the queen you are. There's nobody that make me feel warm. Look in my heart and you see it's true. So do you wanna come home? Or do you wanna keep it this way, baby? Let's try again, try again, try again, try again. Or do you wanna come home?
Oof. Let's try again. This one is crazy. Yeah, that's the Kaysha instruments. What else do I have? That is, there's this track called My Weakness. I think I recorded that one live.
Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. My resolve is gone. Trying to stay strong, but I really don't know what you did to me. Girl, you are so sweet. This is my weakness. All the things you do, they bring me to my knees. Loving you is all I dream about. Even if I pretend that I don't care, think that I'm strong, but you were so wrong. You're my weakness. Time prove it to me, baby.
That's My Weakness. Oh, I love this track called My Runaway. So Runaway is from an artist that lives in Holland. She's amazing. You have all more details when I do the listening party. There's gonna be a long listening party. Fresh. It's called Runaway. This is mixed. Josie Santos. Produced by Snake Easy. And mixed by me.
Why do I feel this way? When he sings, he makes my body vibrate. He has this magical touch that goes straight into your heart. Jah, won't you help me before I make this big mistake? Gotta run away, far away. I've got to run away. Gotta run away, far away. Got to run away.
That's Runaway. This one is called Showstopper. I don't know if it's gonna be in this album because this one have I was supposed to sing with somebody in Nigeria, but those guys in Nigeria are not serious, and so I still don't have my featuring on that one. So maybe we'll go to the next album, or maybe I'll find somebody quick. Produced by me. Thanks, Mrs. Simmons.
You got me emotional. You push all my buttons. How you gonna do? Keep on pressuring me. You about the money. Tell him boo no dissing. Yes, they're trying to harden up. Keep it moving, shorty. Soak it up with my love, all the ways that you feeling me. Every day I reminisce the first time that I bumped you. Soak it up with my love, all the ways that you feeling me. Every day I reminisce the first time that I bumped you. You're so beautiful. Yeah, killing it is everything. Showstopper, killing it is everything. Showstopper, you're so beautiful. I can't help but have a crush on you. Killing it is everything. Showstopper, killing it is everything. Showstopper.
Yeah, this one is still missing a featuring. Maybe I'm gonna put a little bit on Instagram and say, hey, who should sing with this one with me? This one is produced by Malcolm. I think I did this live. So this one is sexy. It's super sexy.
Malcolm Beats.
I got dreams of your body over me. Light a candle, your curves is all I need. I've been waiting so long to satisfy this fantasy, even if it's dangerously wrong. You got your man, I got my girl, but I'm so ready for your world. Don't say a word because tonight I'm gonna make sweet love to you. Even if I got my boo, I'm gonna make sweet love to you. Nobody tell nobody no.
Oof. This one, exactly. I do agree. This one is called Time to Say Goodbye. Produced by Pina Music. Saxo by Pilo.
I'm just sitting by the window with this pretty stainless steel box. I'm arranging all my thoughts, alright. Putting aside those who no longer will be with
Whew, time to say goodbye. Beautiful song. Beautiful song. This one is called Touch the Moon. I think it was written by Jassy. I did the production and I let Jassy write everything.
I love you when you know it, but I get a little scared sometimes. Don't know why. Let my heart live for me, for my galaxies to show me signs. So I know why. Change the page for me. You are all I need. You are the life. Change it all for me. Let me hear you say, I'll make you fly. I see it, I feel it. Touch the moon. I see it, I feel it. Touch the moon.
Touch the Moon. This came out. This came out. This came out. This came out. This came out already. These two. This is a song I wrote for my daughter. It's not finished. It's not finished.
Every bit of my heart, they are for you. Every breath that I take, I hope not the last. I didn't know that I would cry every day. Oh, I'm so overwhelmed that you are my daughter. When I'm with you, then I know you change everything. When I'm with you, my baby girl, I found my first love. When I'm with you, then I know you change everything. When I'm with you, my baby girl, I found my first love. I don't know if I told you the way
I think this one. I think I still have to add. Somebody played a real live bass line. I think on that one and some guitar. So I think I still have to finish mixing that one. It's called My First Love. It's about my daughter. This one is called My Wife. It's about. I think you heard a bit of it. It's about my wedding.
I only ever wanted one thing out of this life. I only wanna go knowing my mama is a part of me. And I got a queen beside of me. Oh yeah, the kind of girl you wish she was your only one. So one day I got a ring, 'cause I know you are the one. The missing piece of my king. I already knew when I met you. It was on a Thursday
the listening part is going to be amazing. What else can I make you listen to that I have stuff in French as well. This one I don't know if it's gonna make it to the album because I'm still waiting for. I think this one. I think it's missing a featuring. This one is produced by Looney Johnson.
My girl is the baddest chick. When she walks, everybody bow down. My girl kills and run that shit. She runs around with some fierce homies. My girl is the baddest chick. You don't wanna mess with her. Yeah, yeah. My girl never tests you once. You wanna make sure your game is tight. There you have it, there you have it, yeah. When she gets to the party, watch the other girls bow down. When she gets to the party.
This is called The Baddest Chick. This one, I'm waiting. The problem, the instrumental is an old instrumental done by GS Pro, and his computer is the old computer stayed in Portugal, so I'm still trying to get the instrumental to finish it. I got the guitars played already, but I don't know if this version has the guitar.
Sais-tu qu'il le son dans ton cœur qui m'informe de tes rires et tes pleurs? Et si un jour tu perds ton chemin, je suis ton phare, alors donne-moi la main. Baby, dans ce game de l'amour, tu peux compter sur moi. Baby, dans ce game de l'amour, tu peux compter sur moi.
Tu peux compter sur moi. Thank you so much. So this one is Tu peux compter sur moi. What else do I have? What is this? This came out already. This one. Wait, something is missing. There was a track done by Lil Maro. Where is it? Wait. Ooh, this is a beautiful track. Thank you all. Thank you. My chanson will be this one. Nice. Oh yeah. This one is called You Lose Yourself, produced by Lil Maro.
You can lose yourself. You can lose yourself in me. Free your mind, body and mind. Surrender it all to me. You
Are they mastered? No, they're not mastered. You are listening to the mixes. Some of them are not even mixed. Some of them are you just listening to work in progress. It's like the latest. Everything you're listening is the latest states of everything, but the mastering will be done when everything is finished. So all of these tracks are not mastered. Like this one, for example, was recorded I think in 2018, but it's waiting. Like everybody else is doing the queue, waiting for, you know.
Curves of your body is a brand new artistic level. You got me on such a high, I'm scared to fall. Just observe around you. See, I'm not the only one. Hypnotizing the men and women, you the one. So don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna break old chains? Don't you wanna feel free? Like an animal. Like an animal.
So yeah, you have these. Then you have those that are not finished. Like for example, this is finished. What is this? Yeah, this is finished. I have this one. Wait, I just mixed the instrument. No, this is finished. Wait. This is finished. This is finished. This is finished as well. So wait. To give you an example of tracks that are not finished. You keep promising all these videos, but I don't see them. That's all I will say. Let me go to my folder because I have some tracks from this album that I might just give myself a deadline and I'm just gonna send everything to the next album because so for example wait, we'll have to smart sync them. Fuck, wait, sorry. To give you an example, let me see. These, for example, probably will not make it to this album because I didn't write nothing yet, and I think I'm just gonna keep it for the next album. a track that probably will go to the next album. What about this? This is in this album. This is in this album probably. This is in this album, but it's not finished. This might probably go to the next album. It's a beat I bought from a Colombian producer called Dose of Side, but I didn't write. Yeah, this one I have to decide if I'm gonna use this one on that album. What is this? No, this one I'm not gonna use it. That's the one. This is a beat from Sammy Sam that I need to go to LG Beat Killer's house and have him record.
Sammy Sam.
Because I want this on this album. And I want this guy on that track. Yeah, this is crazy. This track is special because I really wanted to invite Jacob de Varieux in that song. I wanted to do a track with Jacob de Varieux and Dino de Santiago, and Jacob left us, so I don't know. I really wanted him on that one, so I'm thinking of who I could put that would give me the same vibe, not the same vibe as Jacob, because he will always be unique for me, but the same vibe emotionally of having somebody of the stature. So I'm still thinking who I can invite on this track. Soon. Yeah, so this one I have guitars recorded, real bass line, everything, but I didn't touch it yet. So those are maybe I would say I have 3 tracks to finish before I say, okay, everything else is going to the next album. I also have, wait a minute, in terms of tracks that I have to finish, I got this track by BBC that I might just release it as a single, but it's gonna go in this album or the next one. I love this song. I love this instrumental, but I'm never gonna finish if I use all the tracks that I have, because I have 1,000 tracks. So yeah, this one I'll see what I do with it. I got these two tracks by Lil Maro that don't know if I'm using them in this album or if I'm using them in next year. I'm just gonna do two albums of 50 songs. So what doesn't come in at the end of 2021 will come at the end of 2022 anyway. And because I do singles every week anyway, some of these songs will just come out as we rolling in the year. So you have this by Lil Maro. Now this is Happy Birthday. No, that's not those are not the songs I'm looking for. Wait, where are they? Drop. Let me go to Lil Maro's folder. Lil Maro. Where are my beats? Those are my beats. Ooh, yeah. So I got this beat by Lil Maro. It will be wait a minute. Now this is going to the next album. I have another track from Lil Maro that is crazy, but I don't even know where it is. Don't even know where it put. Might be work in progress, stems, mixes, master, top line. I don't know where I put them. I got this beat by wait. I got this beat by GS Pro that I'm preparing for my next album. Album 11. I think it's this one. I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah, this one I think it's gonna be a nice banger to do a collab maybe with somebody. Well, Linsha is I have too many songs with Linsha. One of the objectives I had in this album was to make very very few featurings with people that I already worked with, so I can work with new people. People who are not famous or people who are famous that I never had the time to work with. So all the usual names. Next album. Hey Amanda. I don't know which one, but they all are. Sumega aqui no Brasil. Você é sua família. Muito obrigado, Amanda. Muito obrigado. Beijinhos. I'm telling you. I got this beat as well that I'm gonna use, made by GS Pro, and probably all these songs are not in this album, but the next one. Wait. No, it's not this one. Wait. Let me look at the beat. I think it's this one. No, this is Tipo Condition. I don't know. There was a beat that I chose. Damn, where I put it. No. 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 Damn, I lost it. The one. I lost it. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. What else do I have that I didn't use yet? So many beats. I got. Wait a minute. I'm in the wrong folder. I got this track that I don't think I'm gonna have the time to put in this album. We got these 1,000 tracks from these guys too. Yeah, I got this track. Wait. No, forget it. I got. Maybe those are the tracks that I'm looking for. I got this track. What's the name of this instrumental? Yeah. So I got this track that I want to put in this album, but I don't know if I'm going to have the time. But probably that's going to be the last song I'm recording. Oof, this track. It's one of my favorite beats. So this one is not finished. Plus I got a lot of. So what I'm working on now is actually in my head. I'm already done with this album, so I'm just finishing, and now I'm already working on the new tracks for the next album. So, and the singles that I'm gonna release all 2022. So, what is this? Yeah, you know, that kind of track. And I have some yeah, I got some beats that I did long time ago that I'm gonna start using. I got a lot of instrumentals that I did long time ago that I never used. I'm gonna start using them. Plus millions of instrumentals that I have from other people as well. So yeah, I got tracks. I get enough tracks to do 5 albums right now. But because I do albums of 50 songs, so you can imagine that I have enough music for all the albums that I want to do. So yeah, you know. Yeah, so this is where I am with the album. I'm almost done, as you can see, and now it's just when I'm gonna decide to myself, okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna close everything I have. Listen, even if I didn't record everything I want to record, and I leave them for the next album or to release as singles during the year, I have all the tracks that I need actually to release my 50 songs. I have in the folder 56 songs. So even some of the songs, because I released so many singles, a lot of songs will not even make it. Even if they were released before, they will make it to the next album. because I have to put enough new songs. So I'm fine, taking it as it comes. I hope, and I really hope that you will enjoy this album, especially. Oh, she owes me a track. I just did a crazy beat for her, and so she owes me a track. But it's gonna take time to have her on the song, so I'm leaving it for the next album. All songs are great. Thank you. I got one or two. You didn't hear everything. I got one or two. Merci. Manekas played the guitars on 3 songs and he played 2 bass lines. So he's here. Donkey Cash is a good idea. That's a nice idea. Actually, I should send him a message. Those 3 AM messages. Bro, let's work on this track. Did you produce Eclipse of Jesse Belval? I don't remember making a track for Jesse. I don't remember. I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. I know that I was supposed to do some tracks for her, but I don't remember if we finished it. Recommend Selim Banza, very talented young Congolese artist with a soul in place. Oh, I'll go check her out. Send me links. I don't know which one, but they're all fire. I'm telling you. Merci beaucoup, Sired. Kaysha making futuristic music for Martians and futuristic humans only. Therefore, I call you the man of the future. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, listen, guys. It's 3:30 a.m. here. Tomorrow I have a long day, and so I'm gonna. If I want to start editing tomorrow, a little bit of the videos in the morning, and then go on with my day, I'm gonna have to leave you guys now, and so I can also start working on finishing this album. You know, like I'm almost done. So I'm gonna leave you guys with what am I gonna leave you guys with? What can I play? Let me play something from one of my albums. I'm gonna play African Prince, It's a Love. I always play from this album. Let me play from one album. Let me go in my discography and check my albums. Maybe I will play something from Legendary. Nah, too typical. Let me go in Forever Young. I will play. Ooh, yes. I will play a song called Tell Me What We Waiting For. So it's an album that came out in 2009, and it's a song that I remember that I was in Mozambique with a friend very early in the morning, and I was making her listen to this song. And she was like, wow, it came out already? I was like, nah, not yet. I'm working on it. And she was like, oh my God, it's exclusive? Yeah. And yeah, it's a song I really like. It has this something, and it's those songs that interestingly I had so many hits already that those songs kind of they fall under the radar of the big hits. And man, that might be me. And yeah, it's one of those songs. So listen, I really hope that you enjoyed this time and that you had all the value that you come here for when you come to Club Shada. Don't forget, walking this life with integrity. And even if it doesn't make sense, and even if sometimes you decide to choose respect over quick victories, karma and time will always reward you. This show is brought to you by shadaware.com, where you can get a t-shirt like this one. And thanks a lot to the stream royalty, Mr. Mass Electronic. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks a lot to all the sponsors for your donations. And I will see you. Don't forget, special guest next Wednesday. So not Sunday, but next Wednesday we have a special guest. So it's going to be a Club Shada in French. Special guest Ali Angel. Ali Angel, the legendary producer, singer, one of the person who changed the face of Zouk in the years 2000, from his work with Theorem, from his work with Nichols, from his work with people like me, and his solo career and the things he's still doing now. He's a multi-talented instrumentalist, beat maker, mixer, etc., etc. And I was talking to him today. En fait, these 2-3 days on Instagram. We were talking about, Jacob, and I was like, bro, you have to come to Club Shada, bro. He was like, oh, yeah, anytime. Oh, okay. When? Wednesday. Wednesday is good for you. Wednesday is good for me. Send me a photo. Boom, boom, boom. Done. So Wednesday on the 28th, I think, we'll have the honor of talking to the man himself, Ali Angel. Until then, I will see you when I see you Sunday. And this is Kaysha. Tell me what we waiting for. Peace and love. Put me some rainbows in the chat.
If you wanna be with me, and I wanna be with you, tell me what we're waiting for. follow me, baby. Just take my hand, baby, and follow me, baby. If you wanna be with me, and I wanna be with you, tell me what we're waiting for. I don't see no other love, baby. If you wanna be with me, my baby girl, tell me what we're waiting for. I don't see no other love, baby. J'ai tant de choses à te dire. J'aimerais que tu me tiennes la main jusqu'à ce qu'on soit vieux, tout près du paradis, respirer le sel de la mer en sentant ta main sur mes cheveux brillants. Toujours, je t'écrirai des poèmes pour toujours, car tu es celle que j'aime. Pour toujours, je t'écrirai des poèmes pour toujours, car tu es celle que j'aime. J'aimerais être le soleil de ta vie, même jusqu'au bout de la nuit. Tu es l'amour de ma vie. Je sais, les hommes le disent souvent, mais mes mots viennent du cœur. Je t'aimerai toujours. Pour toujours, je t'écrirai des poèmes pour toujours, car tu es celle que j'aime. Toujours, je t'écrirai des poèmes pour toujours, car tu es celle que j'aime.